If you want to be the best, go to EOW. Period.
Yo, it's your boy SKANDOUZ, the hip hop original, and we're here for season 4 of the head-to-head interview series. This is episode number 4, and I'm joined by 2 of my good friends, absolute legends in the UK hip hop scene. You know, beautiful to have a chance to sit and talk to you about this amazing event that's coming up. So without further ado, let me introduce to you my man Maslow and the one and only Apex Zero.
Love family.
So we got so much to talk about, man. But I want to jump straight in. What is EOW?
Dub. EOW.
EOW. EOW is the largest MC challenge worldwide, I would say, because it's an MC challenge, not a battle. It's the longest running open mic in New York, and currently we are active in over 20 countries.
Wow.
You know, so the branch out of it is beautiful. Started in 2000, and if you were to think of it, 20 countries, it's almost like every year is a new country added on, you know? There's that kind of vibe to the way we've expanded. There's 20 countries that span over 5 continents, which is, not a lot of people can say they're represented over 5 continents, you know what I mean? Started from the founders over a game of chess.
Oh wow.
So how do we make hip hop challenge without the teardown methods, you know, without the battle and bad blood? How can we make it a full MC challenge where you're scrutinized by your disciplines and different categories as well? So you have to, you know, it's fully thought out, and it was done by, you're more the historian when it comes to this, but Joey Tai, so salute Joey Tai. Man like Vice Versus, major salute, Sun Tzu, Bong, Propane. There's a whole history of people that started, and I think it started as Eye to Eye with Vice Versus and Pro's group, which connected with Nunzio's group. I can't remember what it's called, but they all connected up to make this thing we have now, which is End of the Week.
It's beautiful, man.
And yeah, it speaks for itself, you know.
Right. So it was born out of the underground hip hop movement, you know, and what we're really celebrating is lyricism
in the big way.
Yeah.
And not just lyricism. We're celebrating the MC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody can be a lyrical person. Doesn't mean you're an MC.
Right.
You know, there's multi-disciplines that comes with being an MC, and it's not just rapping.
Okay.
You know.
They really sat down and they planned this thing out. So you have to remember, you think about them sort of early 2000s, right? Or like the late 90s when the music industry they'd really dug their teeth into hip hop, you know what I mean? And they found that formula of, alright, get this famous person, put them together, pump enough money into it, will sell, right? And these men are on that underground level, grassroots, you know, the amount of people who pass through EOW and Freestyle Mondays and Legendary Cyphers on their way to become them people who are going to get, you know, that mainstream success, right? They're that foundation for New York City. And so they were like, we're in this era where battling is a thing in itself, and it's, you know, but the level of battling, you know, the things people would say to each other, still do say to each other, right? You know, to have to walk away from that, you know, it takes discipline in itself, but they were like, you know, there's more to being an MC than just being able to rip someone down or to be able to make a pop record, you know what I mean? And so they really sat down. Joey Tai had the original idea, brought the groups together to really focus and think about what does it mean to be an MC, to be a rapper, to be a lyricist, right? And came up with this criteria, and this is why someone like Lupe Fiasco, with his mind, recognizing these things and the way he's championed this, and other people have championed it over the years, to say that there's rigor in the criteria. It's not just, I like this, or this is good. You have to tick these boxes. You have to have this grading criteria to say you have stage presence, you have lyrics, you have the ability to interact with the crowd, you have the ability to project your voice, you know, to really demonstrate that you can work with others when you're ciphering, you know what I mean, to be able to freestyle, to be able to do all these different things.
All the things that make up an MC.
Right. So what are the challenges, man? How do we break this down?
We're going over 5 rounds of goodness. The first round, we want to know about your artist. So it's the written round, officially, but I wanted to be very focused on artistry.
Okay.
So in that round, I want you to bring the artist, who is the person you're trying to put out to the world.
Mm.
The second round is the part where we find out if you've got substance or is it all beats.
Okay.
That's the a cappella round.
Right.
I think it's one of my most powerfulest rounds visually,
Okay.
because when someone hits a perfect a cappella, you can hear a pin drop.
Right.
And the messages that's been throughout the EOW throughout the years is intense. It's
Okay.
intense. It's against, it's anti-borders, you know,
Right.
anti-establishment. We're not here to shy away from speaking truth. So that round's very powerful on what can be presented.
Right.
And feeds into the spoken word, you know, like the real poetry
Exactly.
scene as well, you know. I think some people don't know enough about in London and in New York, I think as well, the massive poetry scenes, you know, and so that's why it attracts more than just kind of people who you might be like, oh, it's just rappers or it's just freestylers.
Right.
You know, if you're a real poet, if you're a wordsmith, that's your round.
That's
you know?
your round.
Okay.
Then the third round, grab bag.
Yeah.
So we get our Black Santa, Superstar Kissy,
But
to come on, and Kissy comes on with this grab bag where you pick out random items
Right.
and have to rap about it,
Okay.
just to show your improv abilities, and do you have that, you know, instant freestyle skill that people are lacking nowadays,
Right.
because rappers don't freestyle no more.
this
Yeah.
ain't freestyle where you wrote it a while
Yeah,
ago
you
and
know.
you're rapping it over a beat that's not
real
yours.
improv. Here's a
freestyle
on a fresh
beat.
No,
Yeah.
this is freestyle as it's meant to be, improv off the dome,
Yeah.
let's go.
Okay.
And then you get the fourth round, which is beat juggling or man vs DJ,
Right.
however you want to put it, but it's basically the test of the MC to see can you be riding multi-genres.
Okay.
So, excuse me, so you're not pocketed to just the hip-hop vibe. We want to know if you can be that garage MC.
Right.
Can you jump on a jungle track?
Okay.
You know, and this is where I find it opens up the scope to who can enter.
Okay.
Because we're not just looking for boom bappers.
Yeah.
You know, this is the part where you can be anybody and master that round.
Right.
So I like that round for the sake of versatility.
Okay.
And
That's when I get to find it.
It's been a thing where in the past it was a thing where we would instruct or ask the DJ who's doing that round to be like, make it as hard as possible
Yeah,
for the rappers.
mess
You know
them
what I
up.
mean? Man like Jazz T will be that guy who'll be playing things that have got no drums,
Yeah.
things that will change time signature halfway through,
Yeah.
all them things, and it's like, no, that's a different skill. To be able to just keep rapping over anything is a thing,
Right.
but over the years we've been like, you know, between us and Snuff, big up Snuff, the founder
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
EOW England.
Who we'll talk about. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
we'll get
important
back
this
to
whole
that.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing where we were like, you know what, in London, in the melting pot of London and all the genres and styles that have come out of this city, really and truly, we don't want to be trying to trip people up. We want to be putting on a dance in that round.
Right.
You know, are you
The
in a
best
grand
show.
rave? Are you, you know, someone like a, you know, Stormin, you know what I mean? Again, rest in power. You know what I mean? Man can rap over any genre. You
Yeah.
know them ones, and you can shell down a set. You know what I mean? And that's what we're looking for in that round.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then the final rounds.
The 360 degrees
Yeah.
cipher.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we see if you can bounce off others, how
Right.
well you interact with your other MCs and so forth,
Okay.
how good your brain power off the top
Yeah.
or lyrical.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, it's just a 4-bar medley.
But can you count 4 bars? That's the thing.
Good question.
The amount
A
of
lot
times you've
people-
seen people just be like, 1 bar, 2 bar,
Yeah.
Mhm.
quiet, or keep going and mash up the whole thing, you know? So that's where
Right.
that, what you call it, camaraderie ship. You know, them ones working together. There's 4 of you, maybe sometimes 8 of you on stage, go in and collectively, on the spot, put a show on,
Right.
you know?
Which, when done right, looks absolutely amazing.
Fantastic.
It's like a whole vibe, but that's all the rounds, man.
If you want to be the best, go to EOW. Period.